Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be reading the last part of The Flying Desk. I am so excited. Are you? I am excited because we've been in this book for a long time and other authors want me to read other books and I want people to learn English. So, yes, let's start reading it. We found the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and W. Now it's time to look for the letter X, said Christian to the flying desk. Christian was worried and thought to himself, it's going to be hard to find the letter X since I can't think of many words that start with the letter X. I'll probably also come across some words that contain the letter X. The flying desk flew past a hospital where Christian saw a man who was on his way to have an X-ray on his bones. The flying desk headed towards a paddock. Christian spotted a fox. As the flying desk was flying over a farm, Christian saw an ox. The flying desk flew towards a town where Christian watched a man leaving a pet shop. He was carrying a box. Pet shop. Airport. Christian flew over an airport and spotted a taxi. The flying desk flew over a house. Christian saw a plumber fixing a broken tap in someone's garden. Christian searched everywhere, but the letter X was nowhere to be found. So he sadly flew over his school, which was on the way home, without the letter X. Suddenly, Christian heard a loud noise coming from the music room, so the flying desk headed towards it. Upon entering the room, Christian found the letter X. He was astonished to find the letter X playing the xylophone. There you are. I can't believe that I have finally found you, said Christian as he grabbed the letter X and tied it to a long piece of string dangling behind the flying desk next to the letter W. Christian realised that the xylophone was missing a mallet. So lifting up the lid of the flying desk, he took out the mallet that was already in there and gave the xylophone a new one. Christian left the music room and flew out of the building through the nearest exit to look for the last two letters of the alphabet. We found the letter X. Now it's time to look for the letter Y, said Christian to the flying desk. The flying desk flew past a group of children who were all holding yellow balloons. The flying desk flew towards a bay where Christian spotted a yacht. The flying desk headed towards another town. Christian saw a cat playing with a ball of yarn in someone's yard. Christian flew over a lake and spotted a yabby. The flying desk headed towards a supermarket. Christian saw a man placing a carton of eggs into his car. But one of the eggs fell out and splattered on the ground. egg white and yolk went everywhere. All of a sudden, a child walked out of the supermarket, eating a tub of yogurt. The boy slipped over on the broken egg, spilling yogurt all over his face. Christian flew over another house and saw a boy playing with a yo-yo. Christian found the letter Y. It was going up and down with the yo-yo and wouldn't let go. The flying desk flew down to the boy and Christian said, "Excuse me, but I've been looking for the letter Y and I can see that it's clinging to your yo-yo. May I please have the letter Y back so that I can return it to school?" "No," said the boy. "I want to keep it." But Christian really needed the letter Y, so he offered the boy a ride in the flying desk in return for handing over the letter Y. Luckily, the boy agreed. "You can join the alphabet chain," said Christian as he grabbed the letter Y and tied it to the long piece of string dangling behind the flying desk next to the letter X. "We found the letter Y. Now it's time to look for the letter Z," said Christian to the flying desk. "Hello, everybody. We are on our last letter, so let's start. I'm so excited." But where can the letter Z be hiding?" wondered Christian. "I'm running out of time and it's starting to get quite late." The flying desk headed towards a zoo. Upon arrival, the flying desk flew in a zigzag, searching every animal enclosure that it could find. But the letter Z was nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, Christian saw a zookeeper nearby, quickly climbing out of the flying desk. Christian approached the zookeeper and said, "Excuse me, sir, but have you seen the letter Z anywhere?" "I'm afraid that I haven't seen the letter Z, but you could check the zebra enclosure." "It could be in there," he replied, but the letter Z was not hiding with the zebras either. Christian felt sad as he left the zoo. The flying desk flew over a city. Christian saw a girl playing with her cat. Suddenly, the cat zoomed off when it spotted a dog nearby. The flying desk headed towards a fruit stand. Christian saw a man carrying a zucchini in his hand. As the flying desk flew down a main road, Christian saw a lady zipping up her coat. He spotted the letter Z. It was gripping the zipper as tightly as it could. "Sorry to bother you, madame, but I have been looking for the letter Z everywhere, and I can see it's clinging to your zipper. May I have it back, please?" asked Christian. "Oh, yes, certainly," replied the lady as she handed the letter Z over to Christian. At At last I found you. Now we have saved all 26 letters of the alphabet, remarked Christian happily as he grabbed the letter Z and tied it to a long piece of string dangling behind the flying desk next to the letter Y. Christian felt a real sense of achievement after having found the last letter of the alphabet, and he was looking forwards to returning all the letters to school tomorrow. As soon as Christian had climbed back into the flying desk, it suddenly rose sharply into the air and swiftly turned around to go home with all of the letters of the alphabet trailing behind it. Christian was really happy that his brother had been right about the flying desk, and he wondered what his next adventure might be. The flying desk sure is special, he thought to himself as he watched the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, gently swaying in the breeze behind him. He flew into his garage. The flying desk parked itself safely in there. Thank you for helping me to find all the missing letters of the alphabet, said Christian to the flying desk. We made a great team! As he was leaving, Christian thought to himself, these were the best school holidays ever. On the first day of the new term, Mrs. Valerie said sadly to her class, Oh, everyone, I'm afraid that Christian has not returned with the missing letters of the alphabet. Oh, yes, I have, Mrs. Valerie, replied Christian, beaming as he proudly flew into the classroom in the flying desk. The flying desk landed in the middle of the mat, and Christian untied all the letters of the alphabet. Everyone clapped and cheered loudly for Christian. Mrs. Valerie placed each of the letters back onto the board where they belonged. When she had finished, she read them out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. That's all 26 letters of the alphabet. Well done, Christian. We can make new words with them now, said Mrs. Valerie happily. The day went by quickly, and soon it was home time. Mrs. Valerie closed the windows and the door so that the letters could not escape again. Everyone left to go home, including Christian. He was sad to leave the flying desk behind, but he knew that it did not belong to him. At that moment, some of the letters of the alphabet jumped off the board and crashed into the window, trying to escape. One of the letters split into two letters. All of a sudden, the letters arranged themselves to spell D end. Woohoo! D end. If you'd like to get this book for yourself, you can find it here. Lots of love. Enjoy reading with me.